Hello there, boys. Heroic here. We are fashion soulsing right now because I have to. The last item on my list, I believe, is, at least for grinding, is the Golem's Great Bow. Now, in the effort to prevent me from getting squished and just take down the golems on my way over, I'm armoring up in. Actually, I should be armoring up in Pierce and Strike, I believe. Well, Pierce, Strike, and Fire. We're just gonna go full Earth Tree. If I had full Earth Tree. Huh. Your Dawn's is actually slightly weaker to Strike. Interesting. It's also my only option here. Oh, I have my hammer. I have my spells. The Howl was not what I expected. I thought it was the other one, but I see that I had gotten that one wrong. The Howl's supposed to buff you, right? Oh! They target me. Right. It's inescapable frenzy. I do want to try that out in someone at some point. See how much damage I do. Alrighty. Well, we're as prepared as we're ever going to be. Yeah, I'm going to just hold on to the lightning spear. It's going to be easier. So, the only archer that I know of is all the way in the back. And to get to them, we have to get through... Actually, why don't I just try? Oh! Let's try it again. Oh! One. Oh! I'm not gonna make it in time. I still smacked him. Ah, son of a! That's not out. Yeah. What happened now? What happened now, Joseph? What I thought. Give me that stone. I don't even need it. Now, I know what you're thinking, and the answer might surprise you. I'm going to take this hammer, and I'm going to show you exactly where it's going to go. Oh, I before the time. I'm going to lightning your ankles. Actually, that did a lot. Wait, what? Are you weak to lightning? Any drops? No drops. Are there maybe some on the other side too? I do recall making a frenzied rush. First off down, then sending gate. Wait. Well done, but what do you mean first off down? Oh! What? First off, stay calm and look carefully ahead. Soft cotton. It's a rune? What? 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 I... What? But, what? Dude! What? I am perplexed. I never knew. Bro. I always dismiss those as people being just, haha, made the newbies, like, fall off the cliff and waste and have to get their runes back. Wait, are you mean birdies? Yes, you are. You're the nice birdies. Actually, here might be a better spot for, No, wrong target! Casualty, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, yes, item was definitely ahead. Okay, so there was nothing over here. Dude, I'm just so perplexed because I've played this game, definitely not as much as other people, but like, it's just one of those things that I never expected. Especially for a scarab item. Like, those, I remember, like, oh, you're a mean bird. Or maybe you weren't. Maybe I'm a judgmental prick. Is there a sending gate to go back, or do I just have to... Yeah, I have to warp back. I'm so shocked, actually, that that's what was there. Again, I normally just dismiss them as people being jerks, so it's really shocking for me to see that, no, it wasn't people being a jerk. It was actual advice, and there was an actual item down there. Like, you play Souls games so many times. I've seen so many, Ow. Alright, it's just the archer then. Right in the shit. Item drop. Smithing stone. Juke. Didn't roll in time. One. Ow. One. 2, 3. Arrow to the chest, don't worry about it. Juke left, juke right. Serpentine. Get that arrow curved. Juke left, and then right, then left, then right. Left, then right. Left, right. I would just run straight at him now. It was funny for a bit, and now the bit has unfortunately perished. I thought I was close enough that that wouldn't happen. And I was wrong. Hey! Well, cue the fanfare and the happy noises. That's the last item on my list. The Golem Greatbow. Through and through. Yep. I like its design the best out of all the great bows, if I'm being honest. Like, just the stone look and the ropes. Oh, right, I don't have a, It is really cool looking. I don't know. I think you could do an entire run like this. I'm actually going to take a brief moment and, like, just talk for a bit while I'm safe. You know what? And then we slap this on. He put on this. And yeah, there we go. Alright. So now will I go look up and check what I'm missing. Well, check if there are any other things I'm missing from Elden Ring. Or at least, you know, grindables. Well, farmables, that is. I'll be waiting. I can also make the excuse I'm going to PvP. Okay, so we look up magic and equipment. We look up weapons. So for daggers, I got all of them, I believe. Celebrants probably would have been more fun to watch me farm, as you see just how I try to get it. The rest are ones that I need to get through progression. Straight swords, I believe I have them all, with the exception of the ones that, again, progression-based. Actually, no. I have them all. Sword of St. Trina, Golden Epitaph, Regalia of Coated Sword, Sword of Night and Flame, Michaelian's Night Sword, Rotten Crystal and Crystal Sword, Carrion's... You have the Crystal Spear. And just looking through these. Lordsworn's Iron. The Iron was a toughie to get. Banished Knights. Flamberg. I have the Flamberg too, right? And yes, this is how my fashion is sometimes. Don't judge me. This is better. Or the hat. Actually, I do like how this looks. Although I don't know if it looks good like with this outfit. It's also pretty cool looking for it. Oh, you know what? Wearing it, it looks much cooler. Still looks derpy. And still looks derpy. Wolf one though, that we would run the streets of this of Limgrave. The Stonehounds. Yeah, we'll stick with this. Oh no, wait, I do have this one too. Also pretty cool. Yeah, I do apologize, and I'm just looking through the stuff right now. I also need to go sit back down. Check my items. Nope, that's not the sit down button. That's the A button. Sort chest. Going over to the weapons. Well, actually, we can do a quick checklist. Okay, for the daggers, we have the standard dagger. Check. We have the parrying dagger, currently on my person. Check. The super stabby dagger. Check. The great knife. Check. The bloodstained. Check. The urge steel. 2. Check. The wakizashi. Check. The celebrants. Check. The ivory, check. The crystal, check. The scorpions, check. The glintstone Chris, check. Reduva, check. Blades, the blade of calling and the black knife, check, check. The only one I am missing is Sinkudea, which is carried, which I would have to find. Yeah, and that's past where I'm at currently. Next are the straight swords. So looking, we have the normal short sword, with which I have 3, so that's a big old checkaroonie. The long sword, check. The broadsword, also check. Weathered, double check. Lordran straight, check. And actually, I have several of them because I really do like them. That 110 critical, man, I like it. The Noble Slender, that is a check. Cane Sword I have on my person because I have a build in mind. Check. The Warhawk's Talon, I have 2. The Lazuli Glintstone, again, I farmed for this early on, so that's a big check. The Carrion Knight, that's a check. The Crystal Sword and Rotten variant, check, check. The McKeelan I have on my person, so that's a check. The Golden Ornamental, that's a check. The Golden Epitaph, that's a check. St. Trina's, that's a check. Regalia, I have on my person, along with the Coated and the Sword of Night and Flame, which has been a really fun weapon to use in the playthrough. Yeah, checks all around. Awesome. Going into the Great Swords, we have everyone's favorite Fatherless Sword, which is a check. The Claymore, static of a very staple of Souls games. That's a big old check right there. The Iron Great Sword, which I have right there, farmed. Check. Lordran's Great Sword, check-a-rooney. Knight's Great Sword, I'm pretty sure that's a check. Pretty sure. Banished Knight, the other one I farmed for, really cool looking. I highly recommend if you don't have it that you go farm for it because of it. It's just a cool looking design. That's a check-a-rooney right there. We got the Forked, which is on my person. The Flamberg is something I do not have. Right. Oh. Pick up on the rampart guarded by a pumpkin head. Where's the pumpkin head? I didn't find any while I was there. Regardless, that's something that we have to get. So that's a no check there. So we only have so far the short sword and the daggers checked off. But Gargoyle's Great Sword and Gargoyle's Black Blade are both check-a-rooney. And Sephiroth's a big old check. Sword of Milos is a check. Mirage is a check. I'm saying these all wrong, please forgive me. Ward's a check. Alabaster, I actually have 2. Death's Poker, that's a check. Heaven's Steeple, Healthen's Steeple, check. Blasphemous is a check. Golden Order I actually have on my person, along with the Dark Moonblade, because it's my wedding weapon. And then the Sacred Relic Sword is something I don't have yet. Now for the Colossal, the big boy sword, the big boy weapons. We have the Zweihander, which I have on my person. The Great Sword, which is right here. The Watchdog's Great Sword, which I have on my person. Trolls and Troll Knights. Royal. Grafted. Ruins. Star Scourge, I don't have. And we have Godslayer, and the other one is, again, another progress one. The Rapiers, or the Pokies. We have the normal Rapier, S-Stock, Noble's S-Stock, which, again, was a fun one to go and farm for. Clean Rock, the Ant Spur, which I have in my person, and the Frozen Needle, as well as Rogers. I missed you, buddy. Curved. So, oh wait, we forgot the great ones, which are another one that I actually have to get later, which is the Dragon King's Crag Blade. But otherwise, I have all the great thrusting swords, as they call them. Curve swords. We have Scimitar, Falchion, Shamshir, Grossmesser, which was one of the more annoying ones to farm for, Bandit's Curve, which I got 4 of, so you can guess how well that went, Shodal, Scavenger's Curved, Mantis, Beastman's Curve, can't get yet, Flowing Curved, which I might consider using, Serpent God's Curved, Magma, oof, that was a rough one to farm for, Nox Flowing, Wing of Astel, and the Eclipse Sholtol. Makes me sad that the frickin' ability does not work on NPCs, but whatever. Great Curve, we have the Dismounter and Omen Cleaver, the two arguably harder to... well, the two annoying ones, I would argue. Well, at least early game, the Dismounter's annoying. Omen's just kind of annoying because of the Omens themselves, because they have they have 2 drops for weapons, I believe. You got the Monk's Flame Blade, which I do still have on my person. Beastman's Cleaver, once again, can't get. Bloodhound's Fang. Onyx Lord's Greatsword. Zamor Curved. Magma Wyrm's Scale Sword. And Margot's Curse Sword. The Weeb weapons are next, the katanas. We have the Uchikatana. We have the Nagakiba. We have the Serpent Bone. We have the Meteoric Ore. The Moon Veil. The Rivers of Blood. The Dragon Scale. And the Hand of Melania. All checks. Twin Blades. We have the Standard Twin Blade, the Twinned Knights, the Godskin Peeler, the Gargoyles Black, and Eleanor's. I'm mispronouncing everything. Axes! We have... Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding? It's something I have to buy, right? Yeah, it can be bought. I never bought it. Fine. Hand axe, don't have to get. Forked Bandits. Warped Jaw. No. You've got to be kidding. I don't have the Iron Cleaver on this character. Oh. Anyway. Highland Celebrant, as you see I have 2. Sacrificial. Ice Rend, Ripple, Stormhawk, and Rosis. Great Axes, a personal favorite of mine. We have the Great Axe, which is, as you see, what I have currently. The Crescent Moon, which is a favorite of mine, because it looks like a halberd. The Long Shaft, which I also like because it looks like an Executioner's Axe, and then the actual Executioner's Axe. The Great Omen, the Rusted Anchor, the Butchering Knife. That's not a knife. Gargoyle's Great, Gargoyle's Black, Winged Great Horn, and Godric. Next up, the Hamas. We have the Stick, as I will forever call it, due to Jamer. Thanks, bro. Curved, Spiked, which is on my person, Stone, which is also on my person, Mace, Throwing Weapon. That's for friends who watch this video. You know who you are. Warpick, Hammer, Monks, Bouquet, Envoy, Nox Flowing. I don't think this is a grind one. I think this is another... Yeah, I have to just find it. But we do have the Ring Finger, and then the last two are things that I need to get from later in the game. Next up, we have the Flails, which is starting with the Flail, the Night Riders, the Chain Link, which I have in my person, the Family Heads, and the Fatherless Stars. Going on to, I believe, the Great Hammers, it is Large Club, which is a find, the Great Curve, which I do have, the Great Mace, which is another find, the Pickaxe, which is an actual farmable, the Brick, which is a find, Battle Hammers, I have 2. Rotten Battle Hammer. Oh! I have to find him. But it is a guaranteed drop, so I consider it something that you can just kind of get. Great Stars and a couple of others I do need to just find. But I do have the Bestial. I do have the Cranial. The Devourer's Scepter is another one that I have to find. I have most of them, though. Now just the Colossal Weapons, which I do find funny that they have their own designation. We have the Duelist Great Axe, of which I have 3, a Rotten one, the Golem's Halberd, which I did farm for, the Giant Crusher, which I don't have, the Prelates. Great Club, I think, is not a drop, but can be found. Same thing with the Trolls. I have the Great Claw. I have the Watchdogs. I have the Avatar Staff, and then its Rotten variant. I have the Envoy's Great Horn, real fun one to grind. The Giza's Wheel. The Falling Beast Jaw. And then Godfrey's Axe, which I do not have because, again, later in the game. Spears! This was a point of contention for me because I do not necessarily use spears, with the exception of the Naginata, because I like Naginatas. Okay, we have the Short Spear, which I already had, the Partisan, which we unfortunately farmed for, because I'm a dummy, the Normal Spear, which we did get, the Pike, which I've had already, the Spiked Spear, which I, again, have in my person, and you saw me farm for in one of the previous videos, the Cross Naginata, the Clayman's Harpoon, the Celebrant's Rib Rake, the Torch Pole I am missing, but I believe... that one's a farmable. Wait. Is the Crystal Spear farmable too? No. Okay. Whew! I was gonna be upset. I know Clean Rotten Crystal Spear and Rotten Crystal Spear were farmable, so... and the Inquisitor's Grandiose. Great Spears. I'm actually missing a lot of them. Like the Lance. But by a lot of them, I mean one, and that's just the Lance. Halberd! My favorite classification. We have the Standard Halberd, the Banished Knights, the Lucerne, The Glaive, which I have to farm for. The Vulgar Militia, of which I have 3. Of both. The Guardian Swordspear, one of my favorites that I actually did try to use. The Gargoyles, Black, as is the case. Night Riders, Pests. The Ripple one, of which I have 2 because I farmed for 1 for Jamer. Golden Dragon. I don't have Dragon one. I have to go find it. But Commander Standard and Loretta's. Reapers, there are only 4, and I have all of them. It is the Scythe, Halo Scythe, Wing Scythe, and Grave Scythe. The Whips! There are only 6, and I have all 6. The Fists, I'm still missing some from this one, I know for a fact. It is the Iron Ball that I'm missing, and that's it. And when I find it, it will be mine. I have all 4. I have all 4 claws, too. Light Bows. The only one I think I was missing was the Misbegotten. Wait. Correction! Misbegotten and Composite. The Composite, I believe, is a buy. Longbows. I have the longbow, the albernac, I need the black bow, I need the pulley bow, and then I have the rest. Great bows. I have them all now, actually. Yeah. Erdtree, Lion, Golem, and Great. Crossbows. We have the soldiers. Oh. I was missing the soldiers. Accidental grind. Good job, me. Light, which we do have. Heavy, which we do have. Arablast, which I do have. Cypress, which I do have. And then Pulley and Full Moon are on my person. Ballistas. We have the Hand and the Jar Cannon. Moving on now, we have the Staves. I believe I have all of them, but I can now do a quick check for myself. I'm missing the Astrologers. Well, that was easy. We have 3 Glintstones. We have 2 Glintstone Academy. We have a Digger. We have the Demi-Humans, the Demi-Human Queens. We have Azure's Glintstone. We have Lusat's Glintstone. We have Carrion Glintstone. And then Clarion Glint Blade. We have the Regal. Scepter. We have the Albernax, which is my main one. We have the Staff of Loths. We have one of the few grindable ones, which is the Glimnir Glintstone. I need the Crystal Staff, but that's a drop. I have the Rotten one, though. We have the Meteorite. I don't have the Staff of the Guilty, so I need to find that. And then we have the Prince of Death Staff. Seals! Oh, this video is so much longer. It's pretty much a checklist. If you checked off at this point, or just want to hear me be like, oh, I'm an idiot, then congratulations. I know I'm missing one for a fact, and that is the Frenzy's Flame Seal, but I'm not willing to go through that much of the story and then risk one of my endings because of it. I don't want anyone getting mad at me. Oh, yeah, torches? Wow, torches are all the way over here. I am missing a torch. It's the Ghost Flame Torch. I want it. Spell Tools. I don't have the Wraith Calling or the Ancestral Infant's Head. I do have, I think, everything else. What about shields? I don't attack with shields, so no, they don't count. They count for armor, which I would grind for, which is only for style. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, the tools. Let's see. Nope, I'm still missing the Miranda, but I have the other 2. Fun fact, in the fight with Mog, I did not use this once. And with Margit for the second time. First time I did, though. Alright, that is pretty much it, though. I did most of the grinding for all the weapons. I think now I have to just go ahead and get what I'm missing around the map first before I shift it, and then, you know, I'll be good. But anyway, I do hope you enjoyed these little, grinding videos. They're coming to a stop here, obviously, unless there's more stuff You know, but for the most part, I think I grabbed almost, well, just about everything. But I want to thank you all for joining me on this little grind fest. I do hope you enjoyed these videos. Maybe I'll do more of them for other games that I like that I don't have everything in yet. It's fun. I like it. I like just mindless grinding. But until the next time, I want to thank you all for watching. Do hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, you know what to do. Much appreciate you if you do. Until the next one, I just want to say, laters.